There we go. You'd think I'd know how to push those buttons. There we are. Now we are live.
All right.
Here we are, Ned. We're at the section championship meet here for wrestling between Northfield and Albert Lea.
Yeah, that's going to be a great matchup between these two teams. The Albert Lea Tigers, the number 1 team in Section 1-3A. The Northfield Raiders, the number 2 team in Section 1A. And, both these teams have excellent wrestlers at every level. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to roll this one out here today, because it's going to be a chess match between these two teams and who's going to wrestle who, because Albert Lea has 3 wrestlers ranked in the state. The Raiders have wrestlers who were ranked, who dropped out of the rankings and could probably be ranked again, just they had a couple different injuries. So it should be interesting how they're going to do this, how Jeff Staub's going to approach this matchup between the Albert Lea Tigers and Coach Tyler Vogt. And so it should be interesting. And my color commentator is going to join me too here in a second.
Yep.
And so I'm going to...
Yeah, here, what I'll do is as we get situated here, I was able to catch up with both coaches here a little bit ago. So we'll start with Albert Lea coach Tyler Vogt. Our coaches' interviews today are brought to us by Rick and Mary Tonjum of Edina Realty. For all your realty needs, from beginning to end, they give you 110. Here is Albert Lea, head coach. All right, I'm here with the Albert Lea Tigers head wrestling coach, Tyler Vogt. Coach, you had a big win there in your semifinal to get here to the section championship versus Mayo. You want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, we wrestled Rochester Mayo on Thursday night, and we won 55-9. It was a great showing by our team. Everybody had a lot of energy. The bench was fired up, and everybody wrestled for each other. We saw opportunities to get bonus, and we took it. And we saw opportunities to save it, and we did that as well.
Congratulations on that. This is really exciting stuff. So now here we are in the section championship. You're facing Northfield to go to the state tournament, the Excel Energy Center as a team, which is always exciting. Talk a little bit about Northfield, if you would.
Northfield's a very good team. They're always very disciplined. Coach Staub does a good job having their guys ready. Good team. Very good team.
Some of your guys that are in here, do you have any seniors that you want to take some shout-outs to, some leadership roles?
We have Michael Olson. He's our senior captain this year. This is his 3rd year as our captain. He's a state champion. He's a state finalist the next year. Very high-level wrestler. He's going to go wrestle at North Dakota State University next year.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for your time here, and good luck today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Are looking for trustworthy, hardworking, and caring real estate professionals. Rick and Mary Tonjum of Edina Realty are your team. I'm Rick Tonjum, and our motto is, from beginning to end, we give you 110. With my commitment to great quality customer service and Mary's creative eye, all of your wants and needs are taken into account to find that perfect property, or to help you take advantage of your most valuable asset, your home. We are proud to support the Northfield wrestling team as they begin their playoff journey. Edina Realty's Rick and Mary Tonjum. From beginning to end, we give you 110.
Is your money safe, secure, and growing? Hi, I'm Stephanie from Merchants Bank, and together, let's build your savings strategy. Maybe you'd like to have a rainy day fund, save for your child's future, or create a long-term savings plan. Or maybe you're just not sure where to start. As your trusted banker, we believe in helping you find the right solution, not just any solution, to make reaching your financial goals easier. Call us or stop in at Merchants Bank. Let's build a plan to reach your dreams together.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Softball is on deck. Registration is open for Northfield Fast Pitch Softball. Go to northfieldfastpitch.org or click on the registration link on northfieldlive.com. Girls born between September 2008 and 2017 should sign up by March 7th. Girls softball is one of the fastest growing sports for young women. Scholarships are available. Visit northfieldfastpitch.org for more information and to register before March 7th.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayatt. Hi, this is Beth Ayatt. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayatt will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
KYMN Radio 95.1 has been serving the Northfield area since 1968, delivering local news, weather, and sports every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Whether it's 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net, we'll keep you up to date with the latest happenings and events in Northfield and the surrounding area. And be sure to follow us on social media too. KYMN 95.1, we're all things Northfield.
Starting the home building process is challenging and it can be overwhelming at times. That's why Schmidt Homes has a plethora of 1 to 2 story floor plans to help you get started. Their vast options feature a wide range of square footage, design styles, bedroom, and bathroom count. Their dedicated team will work with you every step of the way to turn your dream home into a reality. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
A health savings account from Community Resource Bank can help you save money on medical expenses when used in conjunction with a qualifying high-deductible health plan. An HSA offers the return of a savings account with the convenience of checking, all while earning a competitive interest rate. Stop by one of our locations or visit crb.bank to learn more. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Here we are.
Yep. It's the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester, where we are just a few minutes away from the start of the Section 1 3A Wrestling Championships between the Northfield Raiders and the Albert Lea Tigers. We had a chance to talk to head coach Jeff Staub earlier today about tonight's match, or this afternoon's matchup. Both these teams, excellent wrestling clubs. And so there's what Coach Staub had to say about this matchup today against the Albert Lea Tigers.
Coach, let's first talk through that section semifinal win over Owatonna. That was a lot of fun. Let's let you kind of walk us through the meat there a little bit.
Yeah, it was. We knew it was going to be a tight one, and I think our kids, they just came to wrestle, and we came out kind of hot right away. We knew we were going to do a little change in the lineup and put Callie in up at 114, and trying to get the pin to match the pin at the first one, and she came through and got that pin. And then right after that, Caden Staub got a great pin on a tough kid, Donovan Sorensen. He's wrestled him his whole life, beat him, but never by that much.
Wow.
So that was a big pin. And then 27 was huge with Charlie Johnson, 8th grader up against the senior. Gets taken down right away. He's losing, and then he just turned it on that second period and got him half Nelson and put him to his back and pinned him, and we knew things were looking pretty good at that point. Zane Engels goes out, Tex Falls his guy. Before that, very big match, Keith Harner.
Yeah.
Keith Harner has never beaten Lane Carson in his life.
Really?
Never has beaten him. He's lost to him the last 2 years, at least in high school.
Yeah.
So the last few years, he's just kind of came up short behind him. And for him to come back off of, being injured this year for a lot of the year, for him to come back, his second match back and wrestle the way he did against, a top kid in the state, ranked kid, and win that was huge. So we just had the momentum going there, and it was just, we were feeling pretty good. Lost one that we were ahead on at 45. That was a tough one. But then came through at 52. That was.
Yep.
But then came through 60, 72, and 89 where we needed to with Colin Staub and Owen Murphy and Ryan Kuiper getting those decisions that we needed and to kind of seal the deal right there. So it was great, a lot of energy. These great group of kids, and they've been working hard all year, and we're ready to go get one more.
So today, it's been a couple years since you've been to the state tournament as a team. Today you got to go through a tough one in Albert Lea. Talk about them a little bit.
Albert Lea is a very solid team. They have some absolute hammers in that lineup. Both Gross boys at 7 and 14. And then you got Collins, who's ranked in the state. Him and Caden had a tough match or a close match last time they wrestled. And then they get to some of their big time guys, Logan Davis, state place winner multiple times, Michael Olson, state champ, state runner up, 33, and Nick Corman at 45, Ignajeski at 39. Those guys are all very, very, very solid wrestlers. And then from there on out, Adig's good at 52. They got, some room for us after that where I think we can match up a little better, but it's just a solid lineup all the way through. So it's going to be, it was close last time. I expect it to be close again this time.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time here right before this big meet, and good luck.
Thank you.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield. The doctors, Becky Johnson, John Nowak, Brian Craby, Tyler Yonke, and Mallory Peterson would like to remind you that February is Dental Health Month. New patients in the month of February will receive a free exam and necessary x-rays. The doctors and staff at Professional Dental Group would love to see your smile. You can find us on the web at pdgdentists.com or give us a call at 507-645-5264.
Don't let dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
It was ranked second state versus the number 3 team in state casting.
Welcome back to the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester. Now the Horse Farmer, along with Sean Murphy, giving you the play-by-play here this afternoon of the section championship and a trip to state for either the Albert Lea Tigers or the Northfield Raiders in wrestling. And we're sitting here on the far side of the Mayo Civic Center, and we're just talking about the different teams that are here. Of course, it's Northfield here, but you also have, as you said, Kenny Wanamingo is here, a bunch of other teams. There's 4 mats all laid out in front of us. And then I want to thank all the folks along the line who are watching today on NorthfieldLive.com in both Northfield and in Albert Lea. Thanks for jumping through and getting set to watch this matchup here this afternoon as we are set to go. Before I get started, I want to thank Joey Schultz, our producer here, along with Lance Reister. Those two guys put all this stuff together, and Sean and I, we just talk.
Yeah, we talk, and we're in for a good one. We have 3 exciting matches going on here. We have single A, double A, and triple A for Section 1, and every community is here vying for a chance at the XL Center to make it to the state tournament. So it's going to be electric in the Rochester Civic Center.
Yeah, it's going to get loud in here in a hurry. So when we're looking at the lineups as far as Albert Lea and Northfield, it looks like the lower weights, we're really going to need some points there because they're pretty solid in the middle weights. And as we were talking, Coach Staub was saying, we may have a little bit of a breather in the upper weights, but this is going to go back and forth all afternoon.
It sure is. And the last time these guys wrestled, it came down to one match at the heavyweight. And, if it's a lot of chess match that's going to go on between the two coaches, and there's going to be some matches that the Northfield's favored in and some that Albert Lea are favored in, and it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be fun to watch and some very high-level wrestling.
So, of course, this is the team matchups here this afternoon, and next, most of these wrestlers, or all these wrestlers, will be back here next weekend for the individuals. Is that correct?
Correct. So you'll have the Civic Center packed again next weekend for individuals, and every community from all three classes will be here trying to vie for an individual spot at the state tournament. So first we got to get to the excitement of the team portion, and then we get to look at individuals.
And then it all converges at the St. Paul Civic Center. Or actually, not the Civic Center. I still get that wrong.
I wrestled there.
I still call it the Civic Center, yeah.
Yeah, now it's the XL Center, and it's a very good venue, and captains are going out right now for that all-important coin toss.
So, it's interesting. We've been going lightweight, or the lightweight's all the way to the heavyweight. Is it often, so do they sometimes switch around and go middleweight through the heavyweights and back down to the lightweight?
Yeah, that coin toss can be very important because you either can call odds or evens, and you're going to get a choice of who to send out there first for the matchup. And you got Coach Staub with captains Keith Harner, Noah Ackerman, Colin Staub, Ryan Kuiper, and Owen Murphy. And not sure who won the coin toss, but that's sometimes can play huge in these dual meets.
So the coin toss is over. The wrestlers head into their near side, and we're going to see who the Raiders are going to send out, what weight we're going to start at here in just a second. And again, I want to thank our sponsors along the line for bringing you this wrestling here this afternoon, including our feature sponsor, Rick and Mary Tonjum of Edina Realty. Thanks for being on board here this afternoon. Thanks for sponsoring this wrestling matchup. And it looks like we're going to start with Callie for the Raiders. We're going to start at 107.
Callie Graber.
Pardon me?
Yeah, Callie Graber is out there ready to rock and roll. She's been an anchor in the lower weights the entire season and needs to get the Raiders off on a good note here.
So we're trying to figure who they're going to send out for the Albert Lea Tigers. Is that Maggie Olson?
No, it's Devin Gross.
Devin Gross.
And here we go.
So here we go. Underway here.
107 pounds from the Albert Lea area, Devin Gross, and from Northfield, Callie Graber.
They're pretty much squaring off here to get things rolling here in this first period of the 107 class.
Yeah, and this is a match that Northfield's favored in. And again, bonus points are huge in these team competitions, so Callie needs to get on her offense right away. But she's in on a shot and trying to turn the corner to get a takedown. She wants to build that lead and look for bonus points.
So actually, we can watch it on our monitor right there. We're sitting right in front. And looks like she's getting some control here, going in a hurry.
Quick 2 takedown, that's what you want to see. She didn't waste any time getting her first points of the match. And now she's got to work her turns. She's very good on top. And obviously, Albert Lea is going to be thinking, okay, I don't want to give up those bonus points. So Callie's going to work hard to turn, and Albert Lea is going to work like crazy not to get turned.
So 2-0 the current score here at 107. And for those people not familiar with wrestling, how this goes is each match there's points, and those points go to the overall team score. And depending on how they come through, whether it's a decision at 4 points.
3 for a decision, 4 for a major, 5 for a tech, 6 for a pin. Right now, Albert Lea got an escape. It's 2-1 Callie. She needs to get back on her offense. She has 30 seconds to get another takedown, go up 4-1, and that's what we want here. A little stalemate.
So they'll go back to stalemate. They head back to the center of the mat.
And you can see there's 2 referees per mat, which they don't want to make missed calls, so they try to consult each other for these huge matchups, and being that this is a section championship, they have 2 guys watching the match at all times.
And as Sean said, this place is packed basically to the rafters all the way around here. And certainly if you tried to park down here, parking is kind of a challenge too, getting into the Civic Center here.
Yeah, absolutely, and there's always something going on down in Rochester. Albert Lea likes that. They're all clapping. Calioli is up 2-1. That's kind of a victory for that first period for Albert Lea. She didn't get that second takedown, and they like what they see.
So Callie's going to take down here, looking to get the escape right away, get the point back. 2-1 as they reset the clock here.
Yeah, she needs to get moving. She needs to get her escape, get on her offense. When you're under the big limelight of the Civic Center like this for a big match, you just need to loosen up and wrestle your match. Albert Lea doing a really good job riding here, and Callie's got to get hand control and get back to the basics, and there she goes.
So she breaks the hold, gets the escapes, now 3-1 here in period number 2.
And Callie Graber's doing things that are, last double by Albert Lea for a takedown to tie the match up at 3. That was unexpected, and you got to give Albert Lea wrestler credit. He's coming to wrestle tonight.
So all knotted up here at 3. And as you said, these 2 teams wrestled before, and it coming right down the wire.
Absolutely, Northfield has to get this match and being favored, and Callie's got to get going here. She's got a minute to go. Needs to recover from that blast double by Gross from
she's
Albert Lea.
Trying to slide out the back here.
Yes, she is, and she needs to score here. There she goes, gets a reversal for 2.
And right into position right away to bring him down and work on the top here.
Yeah, now she's up 5-3. Now she's looking for a turn, trying to get a pin for her team. Pins obviously are huge in a dual meet because there's 6 points, which is essentially equal to 2 wins. Because if you just win by a decision, you only get 3 points, so a pin doubles that. There's a stalling call on Albert Lea, which is good. Next one will be a point. Callie's got to keep hammering away on top, looking for her turns. Right now she's being pretty aggressive, but unable to turn the Albert Lea wrestler. You're going to have some fireworks right next to Northfield's mat there. You got Zumbrota ranked number 2 in the state against the number 3 team in the state, Casa Manorville. So the 2 of the top teams in the state. One of them's not going to make the Excel Center. Very tough section here.
So back to neutral they go here.
Okay, we got neutral. This is where Kelly needs to pour it on. Got 2 minutes to go. You want to leave it all on the mat. You only have 1 match today, so there's no sense saving any energy. Just give it all you got for 2 minutes here and try and build that lead.
5-3 is the current score, if I'm looking at the scoreboard correctly.
Yeah, she's up by 2. Wants to get a little more out of this. Let's see what she can do. Right now, she's getting kind of locked up, not doing much.
Yeah, they're going to break the hold here, stalemate. As Devin Gross is doing a good job kind of holding up high.
Yeah, and that's part of the strategy. He's wrestling good defense, and as a wrestler, you got to know that, and you got to create angles, push, pull, change levels, set up your shots. Right now, Kelly's got to get a little more aggressive if she wants to build upon this 2-point lead.
Coming close to 1 minute left in this third and final period here at 1:07. Graber with the lead here, 5-3. But looking for more if she can get to it. But Gross has got her tied up pretty well up on top here.
And from her knees, it's not a good spot to be. So ref's going to call stalemate, and Kelly's got to get moving, get her angles, set up a nice shot here. Ideally, a shot to the back would be even better. Be a 5-point move.
She reached it in. She tried
to the stall call. Albert Lea got called for stalling. Now she's up 6-3. Takedown to the back would give her a major, so let's see what she can do.
37 seconds left to go here, this third period. Kelly reached it in, trying to get that leg. She's being off. Oh, they stalemated him again.
Yeah, got to get off her knees, got to create an angle. Oh, there's a little whistle shot by Albert Lea. Kelly did a good job defending it. Right now, I'm just kind of tying her up and then run out of time. She's got to go fast if she wants to get
20 seconds left here in period number 3. Callie Graber trying to get something going here. And just kind of being held back. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7. She's got to get some kind of a throw going.
Yeah, ref called Callie for stalling.
She's working on it. There she gets the reversal. Nope, not in time.
Gonna get a decision. You know, Albert Lea's okay with that. Northfield's gonna get 3 points. Good start for Northfield. And now we're going into 114 pounds.
So let's see who the Albert Lea Tigers send for 114. So Raiders up 3-0 in the team score. After the first match, we go to 114.
It has to be Dylan Gross, the brother of the previous wrestler, Devin Gross, against Drew Pribble from Northfield. Kenyon Wanamingo with a big win. Or Chatfield in the 1 single-A championship.
So Pribble and Gross, a lot of starting things off here.
114 pounds.
And
yeah, Albert Lea is going to be favored in this match. So now Drew Pribble has to fight for team points here and not give up a pin and wrestle strong, get on his defense, and see if we can keep this match close.
So currently 2-0 for the takedown for Gross from Albert Lea. Trying to work his way in to get hooked up for a cradle. Pribble just hold them off here.
Yeah, Pribble doing a good job of getting hand control there, which is what you want to do. You don't want to get turned, so you got to fight for every point here. The ref's going to call a stalemate. These refs are going to be quick to stalemates and quick to stallings, it looks like, today. They want to see action.
So back we go to live action here at 114.
Yeah, Albert Lea really digging in, trying to get a cradle here. Pribble's got to understand that. He's got to keep 2 hands on Albert Lea's 1 hand and not let him lock that up so he does not get turned. He's got 35 seconds to ride this out, and he'd be happy with just a 2-0 first period.
Gross trying to get a turn on him. But Pribble just hold them off here.
Yeah, and he's going to get called for stalling, which is okay. He's wrestling hard with his defense. I'd like to see him work up. But there he goes. He's in a short sit here. I'd like to see him continue to work up and try and get a stand up.
6 seconds, 5 seconds here.
Not a bad first period by Drew Pribble. This is what you need to do in a team competition. He's doing exactly what you need to do.
So period number 1 comes to a close here, as we'll go to period 2 and see what the Raiders decide to do.
He's going to go down. Albert Lea deferred. Going to go down. Let's see if he can get an escape here. Let's see how much Gross wants to ride him, or if he wants to try and build upon his lead. He took him down really quick. A lot of times you want to see a guy build up their lead and get a major before they go for the pin, and not sure what Gross is going to do, but it looks like he's going to try and ride him, which could be a mistake.
So we're into period number 2 at 114 here. Raiders with the early 3-0 lead in the team score.
Coaches from Albert Lea are yelling at Gross saying, cut him. We need to build a lead. And that's kind of what you want to see a wrestler do, especially if you took him down so easy. Coaches
now he's going to cut him.
Yep, now he finally listens to his coaches.
So 2-1 now. Boy, it'd be great if Pribble could get a shot in there.
They're going to call him for stalling, which is going to be a point. These refs aren't going to mess around today for stalling. And Pribble's got a circle. There's a shot by Pribble. Got to lock up that elbow. Not give up an easy 2 here. Ooh, Zambrota's pretty happy about something over there. That's a takedown for Albert Lea and an escape for Pribble. This is where he's going to try and build up to at least a major, which is 8 points, and would be a 4-point team point swing for Albert Lea, so Prebble's going to try and fight. Another takedown, Albert Lea there. He's going to continue to build upon that lead. 40 seconds now. Albert Lea coaches are yelling, hey, do it again. Now he's going to continue to work on his feet. Prebble's got a circle, and Prebble's got to stay tough on his defense.
24 seconds left, period number 2 here.
Good job. The ref's going to call a stall again. Geez, these refs are calling stalling fast today. Very fast. Sometimes you'll see that during tournament time. You wouldn't see that during the regular season, but
10 seconds.
They want to see high-level wrestling, and they're going to call them fast today, and the guys have to know that, and they have to adjust accordingly.
So period number 2 comes to an end here. Gross on top of Pribble.
Still looks like 10-3. Gross is on top. He's up by 7. One more takedown is going to be a major. He chose neutral. He wants to get that takedown. Looks like he's going to get it. So now he has his major. Now he might, well, Albert Lea wants to cut him again. Maybe work till that technical fall, which is a 15-point decision. It should be 15 points.
They took him off the mat into the scorers table.
Yeah, 12-4 now. Pribble's just got to keep wrestling. He's got to keep battling. I know it's frustrating. I know you've been taken down. Pribble's been a little under the weather lately, so he's not 100%. But this is where you got to dig down deep. You only have 1:20 left. It's the only match today. Leave it all out there.
So back they go.
Back they go. Pribble doing a good job, slowing the pace down. Albert Lea coaches are looking for another stall. You know, you got 1:12 left. Really, Albert Lea's just pushing into him. I wouldn't warrant a stall there. He's got to make shots too. So hopefully these refs aren't too overzealous with those calls.
Going back to neutral, they're going to say stalemate. Albert Lea coach Vogt is up on his feet yelling at his wrestler. Pribble tries to shoot in. And
smartly done by Drew Pribble. He knew he had a bunch of stall calls. He shot in. He's tying up. He's wasting the clock. Very good move by Drew Pribble. Giving 110% for his team. And that's okay. That takedown doesn't really hurt you. I don't know if I would be letting him go to that. Albert Lea coaches want to let him go. I don't know about that. It's still only a 9-point match, and you'd think they'd want to go for a pin because the tech call is going to be really hard. Trying to take him down with 30 seconds left. So let's see what the coaches say here.
24 seconds left.
Coaches, 20 seconds. Not sure what the ref called there.
Looks like he gave another stalling call.
I hope not. That wasn't anything that would warrant a stalling call, but 16-5, 20 seconds. Again, you really, now they're saying 18-6, and now we got a 12-point match. Pribble still just needs a circle, and he's fine. He needs to shoot and hang on, just like that, and just hang on to the leg, which he's doing. It's okay to give up a takedown here.
12 seconds left.
A major decision, which is a win for Northfield. You're not giving up a tech or a pin. That's fine. Takedown there is fine.
2 seconds, 1 second. There we go. Let's end the match, the second match here.
Good job by Pribble. Northfield likes that. He only gave up 4 points. Didn't give up a tech or a pin. That's a good job by Drew Pribble battling.
So it's 4-3 now in favor of Albert Lea as we go to 121. And we'll see who the Raiders send back out for 121 here.
You're going to have Caden Staub. This is where we're going to be heavily favored. We need a win here. Bonus points would be better.
So Staub.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 121 pounds. Ryan Collins from Albert Lea area and Caden Staub of Northfield.
So Collins and Staub will go at it here. Staub currently ranked in the state here, according to the Guillotine magazine.
Yeah, coaches, not sure what they're talking about here, but you have Caden Staub against Ryan Collins, and this is a match where Northfield's favored and like to get this win here. before Albert Lea starts with some of their hammers.
So there's some kind of discussion going on between the coaches. Now they're saying some last-minute things to stop.
Not sure what they did here. They might have put a different wrestler in. I'm a little confused about what just happened. Coaches are still at the head table discussing things with the referee, so we'll see what the decision is here.
Looks like Staub is still out there, right? That's him working around?
Yeah, we still have Caden, but I'm not sure who Albert Lea put out there. I don't know if they're doing some juggling here or what they're doing. Trying to figure that out and see. Not sure what's going on.
Well, looking on our camera, there's this little discussion going by. Too bad I don't have a microphone down there to hear what they're saying.
Yeah, this is maybe a little chess move by Albert Lea. Let's see what they're doing and who they're sending out here. Geez, long little break here.
Yeah, I've never seen this go on this long before.
No, I'm not sure why the confusion, but definitely something that coaches are bickering over and trying to figure out who they called and who's going to wrestle. And if a guy steps out there too fast, he kind of screws his team over, because once you step in that circle, you're declared. And maybe that's what happened. Albert Lea didn't want their guy to step out, but he did. I'm not sure. But hopefully we can get it squared away shortly. Yeah. This should not be that difficult. I'm not.
Well, while they start to figure this thing out, we want to thank our sponsors who made this wrestling happen here this afternoon from the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester. Coming up this week, we'll have Northfield girls hockey coming your way. Do we find out who they matched up against?
They drew Edina.
Edina.
They will be playing Edina at the X coming up this week.
On Wednesday?
I think it's Thursday.
Thursday against the Edina Hornets.
Who Lakeville South beat. So that bodes well for the Raiders. Lakeville South beat them earlier in the year.
Yep.
And
South and Benilde both beat them.
Yep, so that could be a good matchup for the Raiders.
Still trying to sort this thing out down there as far as who's supposed to be wrestling.
Well, now they got Pribble back out there. Not sure why. Staub does not look happy. I am unsure of why we are doing this. The refs need to get this back in control. There's two of them. And it seems a little fishy of what the issue is.
I don't know why would Pribble wrestle twice? Can they do that?
No, but they might be saying, Albert Lea might be saying we tech fouled them and they want an extra team point. I don't know what they're debating here. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, they put the scoreboard back to zeros.
Yeah, this is something that Albert Lea was maybe disputing in the last match. Maybe they thought they had more points than what was marked. Maybe they thought they had a tech fall for 5, whereas Northfield obviously contesting that. And now the refs are really delaying things and trying to figure things out.
Yeah, the word from our cameraman down there who can overhear a little bit is they're just trying to figure out the scoring at the end of that last match.
Okay.
Yeah, and Albert Lea's probably saying, hey, we got a tech fall, that's 5 team points, and Northfield saying, no, it was a major as marked on the scoreboard, it's only 4. So I'm not sure why it's taking so long to figure that out.
Yeah. I'm sure they don't have instant replays, or it's whoever's doing the scoring on the scorecard.
Exactly, and they had it marked as a major, so I don't know how they can change it now. It's both wrestlers thought it was a major, both coaches thought it was a major, and To go back and change it now would be very interesting.
Well, the two refs are disputing it back and forth. And the coaches have been kind of walked away. I think they're just going to let them try and figure this one out.
Yeah, this is... I don't know. Somebody's not going to be happy here.
Well, it's back to 4-3 on the scoreboard. They put the back up that way.
Well, we're fine with that. That's what it should be. If they put it to 5-3, then
They switched it around.
Northfield's not going to be happy.
No, it's 3-4 the other way around.
Which is fine. That's what it should be, because we believe that Pribble only got majored.
I should have brought my binoculars to see that far.
Yeah.
Is it on that over there?
Oh, geez. So Lance Reister's down there and saying that after the last stall, they should have gave the Albert Lea guy choice and they should have had more time to wrestle. And so now they're going to put 20 seconds back on the clock and let him wrestle for 20 seconds. That's crazy to me. Unbelievable. Okay. So we have 20 seconds. It's just poor refereeing there. I mean, that's something that you never want to see in a section championship, to have to do that and make these kids wrestle again after they've been sitting for over 2 minutes. Hopefully Pribble can hang on here and keep it a major.
10 seconds left.
Nice job by Pribble. Just outstanding job riding on top, and he's gonna say, you know what, it doesn't matter.
They got a reversal for 2.
So it's going to be just like what we thought, a major. All that for nothing. I'm just a little upset that the refs didn't take control. And you know what? The match was over. Now the match is over twice. You don't see that very often. Now the Albert Lea coach is getting mad again and saying it should have been escaping too. And these refs just need to make a decision and move forward.
Yep. So we're still trying to. The scoreboard still reads 4-3, and now we're going to start the other match. So back to Staub and Collins.
Yeah. Here we go. This is one Northfield needs. Caden Staub having a great year, going against Ryan Collins from Albert Lea. Collins had a nice shot though. We need to get the momentum back. That delay there really kind of Pribble did a great job fighting after the delay, did what he needed to do, only gave up 4 points. So good job, Pribble, twice.
Now wrestling on mat 4, 102.
So they battling back and forth here. Staub is trying to get control on the top here, trying to get around behind.
Yeah, and they need to call a stalemate here. I mean, this has gone on for 20 seconds. Caden's hanging on, trying not to give up a takedown. And I don't know, finally a stalemate.
So no score yet at the 121-pound class. 4-3, the team score. Albert Lea up by 1 now. Staub in there against Collins for Albert Lea.
Yeah, Staub against Collins. Staub needs to take command of this match early. We got 45 seconds left. Oh, Staub getting a little flat-footed. Collins also a goal behind. Caden's got to get on his shots. He's got to get moving. Now Collins is on a single. Dropping to the ankle. Again, this is a match Northfield needs to win to have a chance in this duel. So, big takedown by Collins.
Collins gets a 2-point takedown.
Yeah, Caden just getting wrestling a little tight there. He needs to loosen up and get on his offense.
Now they're going to break him up again.
Stall? Ooh, Albert Lea not happy there. That was a quick stall. They're calling stalls fast. Okay, this is going to be interesting. That one went in our favor, but 10 seconds left. Caden needs to get one here.
Caden trying to get the escape on his feet, trying to get loose. Nearly loose.
Get your hips out,
2
Caden.
seconds, 1 second. And so period number 1 will end 2-0 in favor of Collins from Albert Lea. Staub will take down here. See if he can get an escape, get a point.
Staub needs to get going. He needs to get going. He's got to be a little upset with himself in that first period. Get your escape and get on your offense right away. Nice return by Collins. Kane needs to bounce back up. All right, Caden, get hand control and get up. Collins doing a good job hanging on. But Caden needs to create some separation here and get up to his feet. And work his way up for one.
So now we're going to get
a stall on Caden. Wow, they're calling these stallings very quickly here for a high school wrestling match.
He's up and get the escape for 1.
Got an escape. It's down 2-1. Minutes to go. Cade needs to do what he does best and get on his offense. He needs to get on his shots. Needs to get one here in the second period. Not a good setup there. He's got to set it up, not just dive in. Get his angles, work on his setups. He's got to get his tie, push, pull. He's got to move Collins. Collins is just kind of dancing around. Collins is leading, so he's dancing around. So Caden's got to understand that and move Collins. Move him out of position. Not like that. He's got to push, pull, and move him.
Yep, so Collins is actually working on a takedown here. Stop and get back to his feet.
Now he's got to go. Now he's got to push, pull, and go. Caden right here has to go.
22 seconds left in period number 2. 2-1, and they break him up again.
Don't look at the clock, Caden. Just get after him. Change levels, push,
12 seconds as they continue to work around here. And so 2-1, looks like this is how they're going to end period number 2 as Collins has the lead here over Staub, and Collins will be down, I believe, unless he goes neutral. He's going to take down. So now it's going to be up to Staub to work the top of him and try and get some points one way or another.
Yeah, and in my mind, he's almost got to cut him. I wouldn't waste too much time riding him here. You're losing by 1. Collins isn't going to do much, but we're on the clock, and coaches need to make a decision, say, we got to cut him, and we got to tie this sucker up. And I don't know, unless Caden thinks he can turn him, but right here, you don't want to run out of time, so I'm thinking cut him here. Right now, I'd cut him.
Well, he's trying to throw him down.
He's got to cut him.
There he cuts him loose.
Fine. That's fine. You got a minute 30 now to get a takedown. So you got a minute 30. You're down by 2. You need to get a takedown.
Yep, 3-1.
It'd be okay to get a stall call because Collins has already been called for stalling as well. That would get Caden a point. So these refs have been calling him fast. So Caden has to get aggressive. He has to start moving, not get tied up by Collins. A minute to go. This is where you got to dig deep and get your bread and butter shot. What's your best shot? Oh.
Off the mat, they'll bring him back to center again. 3-1, Collins on top here. This is a match Northfield really needs to stay in this thing.
We need it. We have to get this match. This is a big match. So Caden has to get going. He needs to get on his offense. He really isn't showing his offense yet.
Trying to work a way around this back here.
Collins just diving in, trying to waste time.
36 seconds left here.
Needs a stalemate here. Hopefully he gets a stalemate.
Got flipped over, reverse. He's on his back. This could be huge.
Albert Lea knows it too. This is
3 back points for 3. Now Staub's got to do something in a hurry. 14 seconds, 13 seconds. Got to get loose here.
Yeah, that's a huge win for Albert Lea. Huge win.
3, 2, 1 seconds left. Reversal. And Albert Lea is going to get the win here.
Yeah, that's an upset. That's a big win for Albert Lea. Give him credit. Collins wrestled smart. Wrestled a good match. And that's going to give Albert Lea an early advantage in this duel.
So now it goes to 7-3. The team score. We go to 127 as we start to work in the meat of the order here.
Yeah, this is where Albert Lea gets really tough, and they have some hammers.
So Charlie Johnson, who had that big win over Owatonna.
Yes, he did.
He's got his hands full with Logan Davis. Davis was the quick takedown here.
Yeah, Northfield's going to need something huge because right now Albert Lea has the upper hand. Davis has Charlie and Big Trouble.
Yeah, and there it is. He gets the fall with 1:27 left on the clock in period number 1. So now it makes it 13-3 in favor of Albert Lea as we go to 133. And we'll see who they send out here. They have another strong wrestler at 133.
Yes, returning state champion Michael Olson against Keith Harner, who Keith's been wrestling really well, but he's got a tall order here against Michael Olson. Quick takedown by Olson. He's very slick, very smooth. Obviously, Keith's going to have his hands full. Another takedown.
They cut him loose, and they just. So back to center they go.
Yeah, Albert Lea came to wrestle, and you can see it. And so far, has a good advantage over Northfield. Michael Olson again on another takedown. Just a very slick wrestler. One of the top wrestlers in the state. I think the coach said he's going to NDSU next year to wrestle.
That's right. Yeah, off the mat they go.
Division I, and Keith obviously trying not to get pinned in a match like this.
I'm reading the clock. It's 6-2. Is that right? 6-3.
6-3. So 3 takedowns to 3 escapes. And you know what? That's okay for Keith Harner. You got a minute expired here, and you want to continue to keep the match as close as you can when you're outgunned by somebody of caliber. There's a stall call. He's got a circle.
So Olson with another takedown here. Now trying to roll him back on his back, trying to get a cradle, and he rolls out of it.
That's a good job by Keith fighting out. I think they gave him 2 near fall, but Olson's so tough. Up 10-3 already just in the first period. You've seen an elite wrestler that's got plans to go Division I, and he's a very good wrestler in his own right, and you've seen a very solid senior that's got aspirations to do things at the next level.
So Harner getting back to his feet here, trying to get free, and throwing back the return to the mat for Olson, and he's going to let him go.
Yeah, and
that's end of period number 1.
Olson's going neutral, and he wants to continue his takedowns and build his lead. Keith's just looking right now, okay, I need to not give up a pin. I want to save the team a point. If I only give up a tech fall, it's 5 points. If I give up a pin, it's 6. So all the little things matter, and that's what Keith knows.
So shooting back in is Harner trying to get something going here. Olson in control.
Another takedown, Olson. Up 12-3. Eventually, Olson's probably going to look for a turn here because he knows he wants to get a pin for his team. And so now he's going to let him go again.
133 pounds. From Zumbrota,
So 12-4.
Trier, and from Cassie Mandeville, Aiden Frederick.
12-4. He's up by only 8. And again, that's a good job by Keith. Just battling. Nice shot by Keith. You know, there's only a minute left here in the second period, so an even bigger win would be if Keith could hold us to a major decision, save the team another point. So right now, Olsen has the major decision, but needs to get going if he wants to get a tech foul.
Harner just circling around, trying to get away from him.
Yeah, Keith's doing a good job.
There's a takedown for 2.
Yeah, another takedown, so 14-4. Olsen up by 10. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Keith's got to hold tight and not give up a turn. Olsen
he's got him back in his back.
Got to get 2 there for a near fall. Quick cheap tilt. Build upon that lead. Now he's up by 12. Getting ever so close to that tech fall.
So 23 seconds left, period number 2. It's all Olsen right now. Is Harner trying to stay alive here, not give up the pin.
Right, and that's what Harner's trying to do.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and we'll go to period number 3 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard here. Team scores 13-3 in favor of Albert Lea here. And we're at the 133-pound class.
Okay, Keith's going to go down. He's down by... Let's see if Olsen just lets him go, which he does. Olsen's thinking, okay, I got to at least get a tech fall. Keith's thinking, how can I tie him up here? Good job by Keith. I mean, he's battling. You got to give him credit. He's going out there and battling hard.
1:30 left in period number 3 here on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. And Olsen takes him down, or a 2-point takedown.
Yeah, so he's up 13. He's going to need 2 more takedowns to get a tech fall. So he's got to decide, do I get those 2 more takedowns or try and pin him? Right now, Olsen's looking a little tired. Keith's doing his job, wearing him out.
Oh. Caution.
Yep, false start. Olsen going for a turn, it looks like. So he's got a minute to try and get a turn. Be a big win for Northville if they can only give up a major here against a state champion. So that would be huge. Keith knows that. 50-something seconds. That's what he's aiming to do. Not get turned, stay tough down here. Olsen's tired, man. He's spent a lot of energy taking Keith down, and not easy to do. Ref's going to call a stalemate. Now Olsen's going to say, okay, I'm going to let Keith go. He needs 2 takedowns in 40 seconds. So Keith can't give up quick ones like that, but just did. So Keith's got to tie him up. 30 seconds. 1 more takedown. It's going to be over.
26 seconds. Harner locking up here.
Just hold on to that, Keith. Hold on to that ankle. Get an angle. There you go. Now come up with it.
16 seconds left.
Come up with it, Keith. Yeah. Oh,
they're going to call him a stalemate. 12 seconds he needs to hold on
now
here.
He's got a circle. Now he's just got to circle and back away. It's okay if you give up 1 stall. Do not get close to him, Keith. Jeez. No time was left and he gave it up. He got attacked.
So 5 more points for Albert Lea. As we move to 139 in this section championship down here in Rochester.
Yeah, we got 139 here. This should be a good match. Northfield needs one here. And it looks like we're going to stand on Zane Ingles. Northville needs to get one back. This is one that we have to have going against Brody Ignashevsky from Albert Lea. So Zane going to have to come through big here.
Yeah, Raiders need something to really get them fired back up in this wrestling duel, this match here.
Yeah, they're down 18-3. They've only won one match. And this is one Northville can win. So Zane Ingles has to come to wrestle and get the momentum going towards Northfield's favor here. Zane's had a nice season, capable of beating very tough wrestlers. So, just got a bad position there. Ignashevsky on a double and gets a takedown. That was just a physical move by Ignashevsky with a little shuck and blast double. The backup ref's going to call a class. We'll take that. Backup ref's going to call a class, and Zane's going to get a point, which is huge.
So 2-1 is the current score in period number 1 at the 139-pound level. Back to live action we go. As Ingles trying to get the escape up for Ignashevsky.
He needs an escape because he gets the escape, it's tied. So right now he's not moving. He's got to get up to his base, get one knee up at a time, and get his escape. Ignashevsky's just kind of hanging on. Zane's free if he can come up here. Just kind of got out-muscled and driven down there. Zane's got to move. He's got to get a little sense of urgency. Ignashevsky's just kind of riding parallel. Just with that deep waist ride, not doing much.
25 seconds left, period number 1 here. 2-1 in favor of Ignashevsky for the Albert Lea Tigers.
Zane is close to getting away here. Get his hips out and he's away.
Hold him back down again.
Well, he's reaching back for that leg. Looking for a reversal. Come on, Zane. You got to get it here.
4 seconds. 3 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
2 seconds.
Ignashevsky holds on for a ride there. So 2-1 going in the second.
We may have a little blood timeout going on as well as the referees send the Ignashevsky over.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like a little blood time from Ignashevsky.
So period 1 comes to a close here as they start the clock. 18-3, the team score in favor of Albert Lea. They have one more wait where they have their quote-unquote big hammer here. At 1:45, the next one. And the Nick Corman will probably come out, but we'll see.
Yeah, and so far, Albert Lea's won all the swing matches.
There's an escape.
Got some craziness going on over there. Chatfield liking that. Zamboda liking that. Single A and double A going wild. Oh no. Zane just got hip tossed. Oh man. Big trouble. Huge little hip toss by Ignashevsky. And put Zane down 9-3 now. He's in a big hole. Just made kind of a mistake there, and Ignashevsky's kind of hipped him over and tossed him to his back.
Escape now for the Raiders.
Wow, we had some fireworks, which you heard back there from the single A and double A. Albert Lea had their own fireworks in AAA and took Zane Ingles down to his back. All right, Zane, you got nothing to lose. I mean, the team is down 18-3. You got to try something big, and you're down 9-4 right now. So obviously, you're looking for something big, some type of throw to the back, down 9-4. Just go for something and get aggressive.
33 seconds left in this period.
Yeah, he's got to move. He's got to move his feet. He's got to set up something. Zane's capable of big moves. And he's got to dig down deep and just try something. He's got nothing to lose here. This is a team competition, so at this point, there you go. He's moving a little better now. There he goes.
Now he's got a takedown. Oh,
he
off
had
the
a
mat.
Takedown, just ran out of real estate. But that's what we need to see out of Zane. Ignashevsky's shaking up. That's the pressure that Zane needs to apply. He's got to understand that right now in this situation, this dual meet, you got nothing to lose, so you got to go out there and try just about anything. This is where we teach those moves in practice that are those high flyer moves, that this is where we expect you to do them in these situations. So let's see him turn it up a notch here and see what he can do.
Well, the Raiders got the first 3 points in this match, and then it's been Albert Lea ever since, with Gross getting 4, Collins getting 3, Davis with the pin at 127, and Olsen win the tech fall at 133. Here we're at 139. Engels will take down, and it'll be Ignashevsky.
Yeah, and the last time these guys wrestled, the dual meet was a little closer. Caden Staub did beat Collins the last time we squared up against each other. So Albert Lee's got a little advantage right now, and we got to get one back somewhere. And this is the point in the match where Zane needs to get going. And what happened here? The refs, or the Albert Lea coaches, not happy again with the referees. They're struggling out there today. I'm not sure what's going on. The clock didn't go, apparently.
Well, there's only 4 seconds left, so something must have happened.
All right, Zane, get going.
That's the end of period number 2. We'll go to the third and final period. 9-4, the current match score for Ignashevsky. He'll take down, which means Ingles has either got to turn him, get some points, or cut him free and try and take him down.
Right, and this is a situation where he's got to say, okay, I can try and turn him and try and get a pin, or I need to get something bigger on my feet. So I'm guessing he needs to go to his feet, but we'll see. Ignashevsky's already working his way up. Zane's can't waste time here. There he goes, breaks him down again. I think probably the best bet would be to go to your feet and try some type of throw, because it's going to be tough. There he goes. He's going to cut him. Smart decision. And now he's going to try something. He's got to try something big. You need, obviously, some type of feet-to-back throw for 5 points. You're down by 6, 10-4 at this point. So you need something big. And Zane's got to understand that. I need to score here. And in a hurry. You only have a minute left and change. And so,
Ignashevsky goes for a takedown here.
Yeah, just been solid workmanlike by Ignashevsky. Nothing fancy, just kind of staying in good position. Had some good blast doubles. Kind of taking Zane out of his game. Zane's got to mix it up and get into some scrambles. That's where Zane does best, when he gets into his scrambles.
So 48 seconds left in this third and final period.
Just another blast shot by Ignashevsky to tie up more time, which does not bode well for Zane. Hasn't been able to create any scrambles this match. Going to be another 2 for Ignashevsky. Now we got a major. So now Ignashevsky's got a major. If Zane does not get an escape here, it's going to be a major decision. So he's got to really now just get an escape.
Trying to roll.
There's a big scramble. This is what we talked about. Well, he went for it. He's got to keep going for those scrambles, and he went for it. Doesn't look like he's going to get it here. Big
3
win
seconds,
for
2
Albert
seconds.
Lea. The coaches know it. They're happy. They're going to get a major out of it. Another 14 points. Albert Lea is just coming to wrestle today. They're doing everything they need to do to take it to the Raiders.
So 4 more points, right?
Yep. Yeah, every close match, every kind of last second point to get a major or attack has gone Albert Lea's way.
So the current team score 22-3 in favor of Albert Lea as we go to 145, and Nick Corman
from Albert Lea area, Dick Corbin. And from Northfield, Austin Benjamin.
Benjamin out there.
Yeah.
I think he just want to keep, he wants to stay alive, I think, on this one. We'll see. I mean,
well, this is a situation where now Northfield's in desperation mode. And they figure, you know what, we're just going to give up the 6 points here. And Benjamin takes a lot of guts to get out there against the top-ranked guy and Corman, and he's in big trouble here at the Iron Bar. And, you know, Albert Lea's heavily favored in this one, so there it is.
Yeah, didn't take long for that to happen, and now we get up to 152.
Yes, and obviously now down 28-3, Northfield is going to have to pretty much
win the rest of the way out.
Win the rest of the way out, yep. And not an easy task. Sam Harner is getting moved up here weight class to wrestle 152. So he's going to be a little undersized, but he's got to go for it.
From Northfield, Sam Harner.
So it's Abbott and Harner.
Yeah, Mason Addig from Albert Lea, and then Sam Harner. And Sam is bumping up to try and give Northfield some momentum and see if they can get a steal win here and have a chip in a chair, as we like to say. Good shot by Sam. Drove Addig off the mat there. Nice aggressiveness, nice little blast double. Another nice double. Liked the aggressiveness out of Sam Harner so far.
Oh, throw now.
Tries to throw a headlock. Ref is saying nothing happening there.
Off the mat, they'll bring him back out to neutral. No score thus far here at 152, period number 1.
Yeah, and this is a situation that Sam's been aggressive. You got to like this out of your younger wrestler, Sam Harder, coming out, laying it on the line for his team. Nothing to lose here.
45 pounds from Zumbrota Mazeppa, Ben Murray.
So off the mat they go. They'll come back here and reset at neutral.
Okay, we got neutral, we got 0-0. And we have Sam Harner, who's been the aggressor so far in this match. And see if he can get one here at the end of the period. It's always nice to score at the end of the period. And see if Sam can get aggressive here and get one.
Well, Albert Lea, a strong history of wrestling down in that part of the country, and they call it Albert Lea area now, so they must be picking up some of the smaller schools around.
Yeah, and that's wrestling country down here. The closer you get to Iowa, you get some very tough wrestling communities, and they're all here today. I mean, you see Casson Manorville, Zumbrota Mazeppa, Chatfield, Kenyon. I mean, these are all really tough wrestling towns. You go up northern Minnesota and you get all those hockey towns.
Yeah, it goes to the ice.
Yeah, so down here, though, it's wrestling's king, and there's a lot of good wrestling communities. And Albert Lea, that's their best sport, has been for a long time. And they're showing it today. They're showing what they're made of, and really wrestling a good duel. You got to give them credit. Quick escape by Addig, breaks the tie, 1-0. Sam's going to need to find a takedown here in the second period. It's going to be the difference in this match. Yeah, nice little scramble there, no points. Gotta give Sam Harner some credit. He's really going after it. Hasn't been able to pull off his takedown yet, but he's getting close. Got to keep moving his feet, got to keep believing in his shots, and good things will happen. There's another shot attempt.
42 seconds left, and they go off the mat again.
Yeah, I mean, Attic hasn't done much for his offense, and kind of just...
There's a double takedown.
Double.
Off the mat they go again. Need to make these mats bigger, I think.
Yeah, two opportunities for Sam. Just running out of real estate. But been close on 2 of them.
Coming up on 1 minute left in this one. In period number 2, anyway. 59 seconds. 1-0. There's a takedown.
Careful. Nothing there. Ref saying no. Good job by Sam scrambling on the edge. Now he can get away. If he can get around, get a leg here, Sam might be able to get 2. Oh. Ref's going to call 2 for Albert Lea. That's a huge 2 points.
And now it's 3-0 in favor of Albert Lea at 1:52. Harner trying to get out from underneath there. As we got 18 seconds left in this second period. And back to the middle they go.
Yeah, just a scramble there at the edge of the mat, and maybe just giving up too much weight there for Sam Harner. Was kind of the difference there in that takedown. Not easy to go up a weight class and in any situation, and that's what Sam's doing and trying to pull off a win for the Raiders. Going in the third period down 3-0. Again, nothing to lose here. Got to go for something big. Probably going to start down, I would guess, and get his escape, and then maybe try a throw of some sort.
So here we go, period number 3 here at 1:52. And now
let's all start.
Nope. Harner trying to get out of there and then try to get a takedown here. Breaking him down is Adig. Harner up to his feet.
Good job.
You get up.
Feet.
Wait.
Gotta get hand control. Gotta get his hips out. There he goes. Waits for that hand control and gotta break that grip out.
Nope, off the mat again they go.
Addict's just hanging on, just trying to seal a win here. Obviously, a win's huge for Albert Lea. He puts it at 31-3, and that's kind of insurmountable. So, hips out. Gotta get his hips out.
Back to middle they go as they'll go reset here. 1:35 to go, period number 3. Adding has the lead. Harner needs to get out, get some points. He's driven back down the mat. Adding can try and ride him out here, I think. 20.
Yeah. He's just, that's the difference in weight right there that you're seeing. And just kind of being physical. Not doing much on top, but doing what he needs to do to drain the clock. And Sam's got to create some type of scramble to get something big here. There's a minute to go.
Off the mat again they go.
Hey, he's moving. You got to give him credit. He's going for it now. He's maybe try some type of roll, some type of scramble that you can maybe catch Adik on his back. Got to create some movement, and that's not the first move you want. And that's what Adik wants, because he's got you right in the middle of the mat where he can waste that clock. Yeah, going on 40, they're going to call a stall on Adik. Just saying, hey, you're just riding parallel, which is probably right, but Adik's like, I don't care, I'll take that stall, and I'm still up 3-0, and now Sam's just got to, if he gets away, he's got a chance, because the takedown will tie it. Just got to find a way to get away. Another return, just kind of that, again, that weight difference and a little bit of strength difference there.
23 seconds left here. Harner trying to get something going, and
yeah,
15 seconds.
just, again, Attic just hanging on to that wrist and just going to hang on for this win.
So it's going to go via Albert Lea Tigers as he gets up for the escape but runs out of time. And they'll get a decision here at 1:52. The Albert Lea Tigers cruising down on this one. 160 comes up next. And we'll see who heads out for him. This is going to be Colin Staub.
Yeah, Colin Staub and Brecken Wachholtz, and we won this one last time, so Northfield needs this one.
160 pounds from Chatfield, Ben Carrier from Kennewanamego, Dylan Martell. Wrestling on mat 160 pounds from the Albert Lea area, Brecken Wachholtz, and from Northfield, Colin Staub.
Nice single by Wachholtz. Colin got a little heavy-footed there, but he's hanging on. He's going to try and defend off the shot. Colin obviously wants to get this back and get the Raiders back in the win column here. He beat them last time they wrestled, so let's see if Colin can do it again. It's Wachholtz with the early takedown. Man, Albert Lea just really come to wrestle today.
Yeah, they've controlled everything up to the first match with Callie Graber and Devin Gross, and after that it's been all Albert Lea.
Yeah, and Wachholtz came out aggressive and got that single, and he's only 9-10 on the season, so he hasn't wrestled a ton of matches, and Colin's already got his number once, so Colin's got to get fired up here and take that personally and say, hey, I got to take him down now. I got to get away, and I got to get a takedown. I got 40 seconds here. One move at a time. Get your escape and build upon that. Oh, they're going to get us for stalling. Geez, the rest not.
Oh, they rolled him here.
Colin is getting tilted by Wachholtz. And the ref is going to give him 3.
So back points for Wachholtz. Now Staub trying to work the back. Staub gets the reversal finally.
Jeez. All right, Colin, pour it on now. So down 5-2. It was a good reversal by Colin at the end there to close the gap a little bit, but he's gotta take this personally. Gotta step up and hey, I beat you before. I need a win for my team here. We're down by a lot and got to get a little fire under you here.
So back to live action we go. Period number 2. Staub on the bottom trying to get up loose.
Gonna get another reversal. Good job. Wachholtz getting sloppy on top, and now it's only a 1-point match. So Colin dug himself a little hole. Now he's got to do what he does well, and he's good on top and likes to ride the legs and gonna look for some turns here.
Yep, Raiders looking for some charge in their step here a little bit.
Yeah, and this is one again we're favored in. We gotta dig down deep and we gotta take back the momentum a little bit and try and get a W here. Colin, getting a little sloppy. Wachholtz is trying a little roll. Colin does a nice job recovering. We got a minute left here. Colin needs to get his legs in and work his turns. He hasn't been able to throw that leg in yet. Jeez.
Gonna run out of real estate down by our camera down there. Real close view.
Yeah, they're right down by our camera and they run out of a little real estate.
Yeah, I tried to set the camera up so they did have a little room to run off.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah, we'll see if they have a little room to run off the mat there.
It's a great angle for the viewers at home. Let's see if Colin can get a turn here. I mean, he's got 43 seconds.
There he throws a leg in.
He's trying to throw his leg in, but he doesn't want to do it from his feet. There he goes. Now he's got him broken down. Now you want to get that leg in deep and try to get your turn. Like he's capable of turning this this walkouts and gotta get aggressive. Gotta go for it. He's ridden him really good the first period, and now he's got his leg in, and you can pancake him here. Just not able to get that. 10 seconds. He's got to hang on now. Keep him down, Colin. Don't give up. Okay, good. He kept him down. So he's down by 1. I'm assuming Albert Lea is going to choose down. Now Colin has a decision to make. Colin's down by 1. Do I think I can turn him, or do I need to cut him? And he might be better just cutting him.
He's cutting him. That's exactly what he did.
That's fine. You're down by 2. You're going to need a takedown anyways. So Colin's got to dig deep here and go for something. Nothing to lose.
Clock on the move here in this this match at 160.
Yeah, and this is where Colin's got to kind of go. He likes to throw. He likes to tie people up. So maybe get in one of your good ties that you like to do and push the pace here. There's a blast double by Colin, but
going to give up a reversal here, it looks like. Nope.
Takedown.
Yep, reversal.
Yeah. He's just... He's just not wrestling his match. And
in the table they go. It just almost seems like the mats are smaller down here for some reason. They don't look like as big as they normally do. I'm sure they're all the same regulation size, but
right.
Stop now. A little injury timeout here.
Right. I don't know what happened there. And, you know, it's just one of those deals that...
Now wrestling on mat 4, 172 pounds from Chatfield, 8 minor from Kenyon.
So not next Saturday then. So all wrestlers go to the sections for individuals, or they take a certain...
So all varsity members only. So we got 14 weight classes. So if you're on varsity, you get an opportunity to wrestle the section individual tournament. And then it's one of those deals that you try and do your best to get the state tournament if you place in the top 2. So that's where you got to refocus now. That's the beauty of wrestling. It's a team sport, but it's also an individual sport. And if your team doesn't make it, you have a shot to do it individually and to make your own destiny. And so, all right, Colin. Colin's down by 3. He's got time. He has 48 seconds. He's not happy with himself. He's beat this kid before. He's like, I'm going to go out and try something here. So let's see a little pep to his step and see what he can do. Got to go for something. He can't wait around. You know, Albert Lea can afford to give a stall. Colin's got to tie something up and throw it. He's looking for his headlock. He's good at it. Just can't give up shots like that. And that's where they tie you up. And he's got a neck wrench if he wants it. Colin's going for a neck wrench. Colin's got it if he wants it. Oh, he's got to throw it though. Colin's good at these type of throws, and yeah, he's going to run out of time. No, he's going to get a cradle.
They finally got with the Albert Lea Tigers on their back here, and he runs out of time.
Oh, he's going to lose by 1. Just too late. He didn't go for it early enough, and that's how it goes.
Yep. So Albert Lea gets the decision here at 160.
Yeah, and at this point, I don't think they're going to wrestle Owen because he's been banged up, and you don't really have anything to gain at this point.
172 pounds from Albert Lea area, Trent Cox, and from Northfield, Irish White.
So Aya Schweik against Triton Cox from Albert Lea. Owen yeah, at this point there's no chance for the team, so it's want to get your guys healthy, want to get them ready for individuals, and that's okay. That's where you got to understand where you are in the season. Cox on a nice takedown, got a deep cradle in, it looks like.
160 pounds.
And there's the pin. Cox gets the pin here on Schweik. So just like that, we move to 189. And we'll see who they send out for the Raiders, if it's Ryan Kuiper or Alan Frost.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be Braxton Woods for the Raiders. And at this point, you're down 40-3. You don't have a chance. You just wrestling for individual pride right now.
From Albert Lea area, Tegan Tolbers. And from Northfield,
So Tolbert is out there, Tolbers.
Yeah, this is a match where Northfield won in overtime. Braxton Wood had a huge win last time to get this duel to the heavyweight match, and it came down to heavyweight, believe it or not, last time. Even though we're down 40-3 right now, it's hard to believe that. But Albert Lea has won all the matches that we won last time and squeaked out the big ones. You got to give them credit. They came to wrestle and didn't really give Northfield much of a chance. And but right now the duel's out, and now you're just wrestling for some individual pride. And Braxton had a huge win against this Tolbers last time and like to repeat that.
So when you look at Section 3, or Section 3A, according to the last quote-unquote ratings, Mounds View, the ponies, I think the Mustangs. Mounds View is number 1, Shakopee number 2, and Stillwater number 3. St. Michael Albertville, who started out on top, has fallen down the rankings in number 4, followed by Hastings, New Prague, Waconia, Wayzata, and then Albert Lea. Apple Valley at 10, and Northfield was at 11. But it will be Albert Lea going to the state tournament for team wrestling.
Yeah, and Mounds View has never been ranked this high, ever. And it'd be fun to see them try and win a title. They have some legendary coaches, kids on their team. They have Marty Morgan, who is national champion for the Gophers, trained Brock Lesnar. And they have Jeff Swenson, who is the legendary coach from Augsburg. His sons are on the team. So they have all these generational kind of Minnesota talent on that team, and kind of a team you want to root for because they're not the usual suspects, such as St. Michael, Albertville, such as Hastings or Apple Valley, those types of teams. So Mounds View, the number 1 team in the state, they did beat the Ponies of Stillwater to get to state. And they'll be the favorites heading in. They'll probably be seeded first. I would guess St. Michael Albertville will be seeded second. They're very talented as well. And there can be some very good matches down there. Albert Lea can make some noise. Not sure what they'll be seeded, but they can make some noise. They have a talented squad, and they showed it today against Northfield, that's for sure.
We're at the 189 here. It's Wood and Tolbers going at it. And 1-0's the current score. It's a low-scoring event here to start this period number 1. 1:17 left in this first period. So the Albert Lea Tigers, who actually won the conference, will represent the Big 9, I'm guessing. Big 9 in the state tournament.
Yep. Big 9 conference champs, and then Section 1 AAA conference champs. So, obviously like to see them make some damage to represent our conference and section in the state tournament.
So at the state tournament, there was individual and team going. Teams, like, they wrestle like Thursdays, Saturdays, and it's like Thursday and Friday and Saturday or something like that. Or it starts Wednesday, right?
Yeah, team goes first Wednesday and Thursday. And I think they try and wrap it all up on Wednesday this year, actually. And then individuals Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
So it's an exciting time at the XL Center and a lot of good wrestling that we'll be able to witness. And the Raiders now got to focus on trying to get a few individuals into the state tournament.
Now wrestling on mat 4, 189 pounds from Chatfield.
So 1-0 still the score here. As we go 4 seconds, 3 seconds in period number 1 at 189 pounds.
Yeah, Braxton Wood going to go into period 3 down 1-0. He's going to go down, get his escape, hopefully tie it up 1-1. And then just like last time these two matched up, could go in overtime. Who knows?
We have not seen overtime yet today. No. So maybe the first to see that here today. Wood trying to get out in the escape. He's going to escape pretty quickly. He gets turned around. And they give an escape and a takedown.
Wow, that is huge by Braxton. What an outstanding effort there. I think they only gave him
2 points for 2-point takedown. So it's 2-1 now for Wood.
Yeah, he's up 2-1. Ooh, he's got a cradle up. Nope, he's going to get up 1. So now we're going to be 2-2, which is fine. Takedown's going to win this match now. So we got 2-2 as a score here. And Braxton's going to try and dig down deep like he did last time and beat this kid.
So I want to thank our sponsors here today, Rick and Mary Tonjum of Edina Realty for sponsoring the wrestling here at the at the Mayo Civic Center. I'll get it right sooner or later. And certainly it's, we'll thank them for their support of Northfield Wrestling. And all the folks over in Albert Lea watching today on the stream as well. The Tigers are heading to the state tournament. We have 189 here right now. It's getting interesting here. We got 44 seconds left. And we're all knotted up at 2. And we'll see who can get a takedown here or if we're going to go into overtime.
Yeah, somebody's got to get a takedown. Or we're going to have a repeat of last time that these two wrestled and didn't go in overtime. And hopefully the same result with Braxton getting a takedown.
17 seconds left. Someone's going to take a shot here, shoot in, and see if they can get a takedown. 9 seconds, still up. They reaching in for the takedown, trying to get around. And he does get a takedown.
Wow.
1 second left here off the mat. 4-2, the current score at 189.
Yeah, that was a close call there. It's a heartbreaker. Again, another match that we won last time. It looks like we're gonna lose, and that's kind of been the story of the day. Every single close match we have lost, and Albert Lea's kind of just outworked us. I know they work extremely hard in that program, and hats off to them. They brought it today.
So we go to 2:15 here. As the Raiders see who they send out at 2:15, if it's going to be Ryan Kuiper.
Should be heavily favored in this match. Ryan Kuiper got a pin last time, and hopefully we can get one of those matches that we won last time back here.
Wrestling on mat number 1, 215 pounds. Evan Schroeder, Albert Lea area. Ryan Kuiper, Northfield.
So Schroeder and Kuiper here at 2:15. Kuiper trying to get the hook in here. Bring him back to the middle of the mat, and then he gets a throw. But they're saying he's off the mat again.
See, I don't understand that because he had a foot in, and they're supposed to let him wrestle at the edge of the mat. And it looked like 2, but Ryan will have to do it again here. Nice body lock by Kuiper. Oh, he's got to be careful, though. Ugh. Just got a little sloppy, but hopefully can recover here. Oh, man. Schroeder from Albert Lea just kind of...
He's got the escape.
yeah, Kuiper just lost his grip on the throw and got taken down.
So 2-1 here. Period number 1. Look at the team. Is it 43-3? Is that what it is currently?
Yes. Wasn't expecting that. I don't think anybody
Now
was.
Kuiper with a throw, trying to get position here.
Right, and right now I think he pinned Schroeder last time, so he's thinking to himself, all right, I got to wake up here and at least end this on a good note for the Raiders and get some points back.
Ryan Kuiper trying to work on the top here. 10 seconds left, period number 1 here.
Yeah, Kuiper doing a good job riding tough on top, and he's really good on top, has a really good cradle, and rides out the period up 3-2.
So he's going to take down here. Does Kuiper.
Yeah, and got to get away quickly here. Get on his offense, get his hips out. Which it looks like he's going to do. He's going to break that grip. Yeah, clasp on Albert Lea.
Yeah. Now Kuiper gets the reversal.
That's going to be a 3-point move. 1 for the clasp and 2 for the reversal. So Kuiper up 6-2 now. And 6-2 lead for Kuiper. Going for his cradle, wants to get a pin here. Understanding the situation. Knowing that his team has already lost, but still wants to pour it on and get a pin. But like every guy in Albert Lea's team, they wrestled solid and tough and exceeded a lot of expectations.
1:07 to go in this period. Individual match score 6-2, I think.
Yeah, Kuiper up 6-2. Been unable to get on his usual cradles and turns on top yet. You got to give Schroeder some credit. He probably knows that's coming, and now
he's trying to work him around.
Yeah, he's trying a different butcher here, and got 2 points on near fall. That was a quick 2, and I like it. So it's going to be 8-2. Rough count and fast, which is good. That's what we want. And now Kuiper's just got to keep working away. And obviously, Albert Lea's been well coached today. They've been doing some things that scouting our guys and knowing what to defend. And Schroeder knows the cradle's coming, so he's defending it. And their penalty point puts Kuiper up 9-2.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. And we'll go to the third and final period here. With Ryan Kuiper from Northfield trying to bring some points back home to his team.
Yeah, Ryan Kuiper needs another takedown here. He's on his feet. If he gets that, it's a major decision. What do we got, blood here?
Looks like a blood timeout here.
Kuiper has a tendency to make guys bleed. And so Watana, the guy bled for about 7 minutes. And
yeah.
It's just his physicality and the way he wrestles.
So coming up next week, of course, Northfield Live will be at the state tournament for girls hockey as the Raiders take on the Edina Hornets. Do we have a time on that game yet? If the brackets are out, hopefully they'll get a...
Yeah, I would imagine so. That's posted on the State High School League website. And all right, Kuiper, let's go.
Here we go. Period number 3. Kuiper on top here, waiting to try and get this rolling for the Raiders. 9-2 the current score in this match.
The matchup will be at 8 p.m.
on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday tournament.
Okay.
So 3 games, 3 days, if they can win them out.
That's a late one.
Oh.
Yep.
What happened there?
Looks like Schroeder got a 2-point takedown. Now Kuiper gets his head out. He's going to reversal for 2. So now be 10-4. And 1:12 to go. If he can try and get some leverage here.
All right, Kuiper, there he goes. He almost just couldn't quite lock it up, but now he's got a deep half in. Here's Schroeder some credit here. He's fought off a lot of things from Kuiper, and Kuiper does have a major decision, but would like to get a pin.
So 43 seconds left to go in this match at 2:15. Then we'll go to the heavyweight.
The heavies, which was another close one last time. It looks like Chatfield beat Kenny Monamingo, and Chatfield will be representing Section 1 Single A at the state tournament. Congratulations to Chatfield. Let their celebration ensue.
Well, and if you've ever been to Chatfield, that whole town's going to be out in the middle of the street tonight.
Yeah, they love their wrestling.
They'll be celebrating big time tonight.
And they've been really good in wrestling and football the last couple of years. Just been outstanding.
Kuiper working to try to roll him over.
Yeah, he's going for it. Give Kuiper credit. He wants that pin, but he's going to run out of time.
8 seconds, 7 seconds left. He will get 4 points for the Raiders, I believe. As this match comes to an end.
Yeah, he got a major. Did what he wanted to do. But again, give Schroeder credit. Fought it off. Didn't give up a pin this time. So that was what he needed to do.
There we come the final match at 285 for the Raider wrestling team. And it'll be Noah Ackerman, I believe, looks like Noah.
Yeah.
2 years. He's been wrestling for 2 years. Just started his junior year, and here's his senior year.
And he would be a force if he started earlier. Because he's won 20 matches this year and been a huge leader for us. And man, the kid's just a natural. This is a tough match, though. They went toe-to-toe last time, and Ackerman lost. A very close one, but he'd like to get this one back and get revenge.
He's coming out feisty right away, just like he did the other night. There, he's throwing his back right. Oh,
he went for it. Look at Ackerman go for it.
He's mad. That's what.
Well, he is, and he's a senior, and he knows his team is down and out. But man, you gotta love his leadership. Man, is he going after kids this year?
Trying to hook a leg here.
He's a brawler. Vasquez needs to slow him down, and that's what he's trying to do. He's like, holy moly, what did I run into here? A buzzsaw?
Well, that's how the match against Owatonna started. They're going
well,
head
I
to
like
head.
that Ackerman went for that and stopped showing him how to do that. And, against Owatonna, he's had a couple opportunities to throw it, and he just didn't commit to it. And that time he tried to commit to it, and darn near had it. So I want to see him do it again. I want to see him just lock it up and commit to it. You have nothing to lose, and the team's already done. Just lock something up and go for it here.
Ryan McCain. Reed Summer. Mason Hansen.
So in the heavyweight category, the max you can be is 285, right? You can't be heavier than that, right?
Correct. If you're over 285, you got to lose weight. So that's how that goes.
Yeah, you said Noah, he's such a leader on this team. He's also just a big leader on the football field. He's the center, he's a long snapper, he's a big D tackle when it's needed. I mean, he's mauling all over, yeah.
And he's just a brawler. And been a leader on our football team, and now been a leader on the rest of the team as a senior, and just a positive, good energy kid. And you'd like to see what he's done this year. I mean, he's got a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy he'll always keep you on track if no one coaches around.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around. He works hard.
He's so
aggressive.
Vasquez trying to throw. Ackerman's trying to bring him back into the mat.
Jeez.
And this is a
Charles Conger.
Couple bulls in the ring here.
Yeah, you got a couple bulls in the ring. Two tough guys, and it's going to be like who's going to make the first mistake. And Velasquez is proven to be pretty savvy.
We took a hook. Off the mat they go.
They're going to give us a show to end this duel, and they did last time they wrestled. They gave us a show, and only last time it actually came down to heavyweight. If Noah would have pinned him, we would have won. And this time, obviously, it's nowhere near that. So they're still going to give us a show, though. They have a lot of pride. Both guys have a lot of pride, and whether the team duel is on the line or not, these two are going to give us a show.
So period number 1 at the 285-pound class. As the 180 trophies are being handed out to the folks in Chatfield. You're going to hear a loud roar coming up here in just a second from that part of the floor.
Great moment for the fans and the athletes to get that championship trophy.
So 1 second left. Period number 1 comes to an end as... Is it 1-0 or is it 0-0? I can't see.
0-0.
Still 0-0.
0-0. Ackerman chooses down. And try and take the early lead by getting his escape.
And trying to scream. Whoa! On his feet right away. He got in a hurry. Oh, he got thrown back to the floor.
That's okay. Go back up. You're fine. He's got some energy for the way he moves. Is just unbelievable.
Trying to break the clasp, and then he gets thrown back down again.
Oh, when he takes you down like that, if you switch, you can put him right to his back. There he's going for a roll, but Velasquez too savvy for that.
So period number 2 underway here. I want to thank Rick and Mary Tondrum of Edina Realty again for being our sponsors this afternoon. Always going for the turn on Ackerman as he hooked him and he pinned him. Well, that was a fast pin once he got him turned. So Vasquez finishes off with a pin here for Albert Lea. And that'll end the Raiders team wrestling season here today. Good season, though, for the Raiders. It's been fun to watch them wrestle. I mean, they...
Nothing to hang their head about. Yeah, they would have liked it a little closer today, but, second in the Big Nine and second in the section, I mean, a lot of teams never get to that point, and to be in a championship match is something that, you can't take for granted, and they made it here. So, came up short, but they return a lot of guys next year, and they're going to look to do the same next year.
Yeah, they do look pretty solid for next year. Got a lot of juniors that will be seniors next year for this club, including Erwin Murphy.
Yep, and that's been that class. That junior class has been together a long time, and a lot of talent on it. And Murphy, Kuiper, Harner, and Staub, and Preble can come back from his injury. There's a lot of talent on that class, so they look to do some damage next year.
So let's take a timeout. Come back with your Service Master by Ayat cleanup show. When your disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. Service Master back with the cleanup show right after this.
Your morning with the KYMN Morning Show. This is Jeff Johnson. Join me each weekday from 6 to 9 a.m. when I talk with local people making news. Rich Larson has the area's most comprehensive and up-to-date newscasts. Weather specialist Bob Matheson will have your forecast. And Tim McNiff joins us for news with a side of sports. Find out what's happening in your community by listening to 95.1 FM, AM 1080, or online at kymnradio.net. KYMN 95 The One.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. This opportunity gives students a chance to get real-life experience and build their writing skills. Working at Northfield Live isn't just about the on-screen coverage. The reports and stories about games, athletes, and coaches are just as important as broadcasting the game itself. If you or someone you know might be interested in learning how to write stories about local high school sports, we encourage you to call, text, or email us at the Northfield Live page anytime. From all of us at Northfield Live, go Raiders!
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage to walls, ceilings, insulation, and other areas. This is Beth with Service Master by Hyatt. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Welcome back to the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester, where it will be the Albert Lea Tigers representing the Big Nine of the state tournament as they win here this afternoon. 49-7, is that right? Yep. 49-7, the final here. They're going to do the award ceremony for second place to the Raiders here in just a second. If we have a camera down there, we will be probably taking that. As the Raiders will step forward and take their medals. Quick recap on the score here, or we're going to take that live down there?
We don't have a mic down there. So. Okay,
so let's go back to the scores where the announcing the Raider wrestlers. Callie Graver got the first 3 points for the Raiders right out of the gate at 107. Then it was all the Albert Lea Tigers throughout from 114 all the way down to 215 as it was Gross that got a major in 114. Collins got a look at the points at the 121. A pin by Davis at 127. Olson got a major at 133. Actually, a tech fall at 133. Ignowski, I think, he got a major at 139. Krobman got a pin at 145. And then it was Adden getting 3 points at 152. A decision at 160 for Walkouts. Cox got a big pin at 172. Tolbers got the decision at 189. Then the Raiders, Kuiper gets the major at 215. And then in the 285 class, it was Vasquez with a quick pin, making the final score 49-7. Then the horse farmer here, along with my friend here, Sean Murphy, and you'll be right back down here again next weekend.
Yeah, and now the beauty of wrestling is you got an individual opportunity to make the state, and got to understand that you wrestled a tough team today, and you came up short, but that's okay. You made it to the section championship. Now you got to look in the mirror, and you got to do it individually.
And, it's kind of interesting when they go to the state tournament, these guys can wrestle as many times as 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, and it's a grueling state tournament. A lot of guys come out with black eyes and all beat up, and everybody's obviously good at that level, and so it's a fun one to watch.
So Albert Lea now getting their blue medals, blue ribbons rather,
yeah,
for
you
their.
Give them credit, man. They came and wrestled today.
Yeah, they did excellent at every weight class, Raiders weren't able to come up with a single pin here today, which is a little bit surprising. Usually they have like 1 or 2 pins, but they came up a little short on that category as well. So
yeah, weren't able to get bonus points, and Albert Lea won some matches that Northfield won earlier in the year in the Big Nine duel, and they just separated themselves. That's all there is to it. And so you got to just look and you got to say, hey, take my hat off to you. You were the better team today. And good luck to you at state, and represent us well. And now I got to focus on myself, and I got to focus on individuals and what I can do to make some damage down at the Civic Center as an individual next week.
Well, the only senior leaving is Noah Ackerman at 185. We'll see who takes his spot next year, but the Raiders will be back with another big season next year of wrestling. For Sean Murphy and our crew here, Joey Schultz, thanks for being on board here doing our production. And down on the floor, Lance Reister standing down there doing the camera duties. And of course, Sean Murphy, thanks for being with us the whole way through, and it's been a pleasure. And this is Ned the Horse Farmer saying so long from the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester.